You know, there's that picture perfect version we had in our heads of us imagining coming home from work and there being a loving, sparkly, joyful woman there to greet us at the door. Maybe she's baked a pie or has cinnamon rolls to offer, and life is amazing, right? That's just fairy tale stuff. Hello again, guys. Garrett Prettyman here. The unhappy wife. That's what I want to talk about today. In a minute here, I'm going to tell you 5 ways that we create happiness and your wife can enjoy it. You know, many times we had the fairy tale version in our heads of what we thought life was going to be like. We thought our wife was going to be this amazing, sparkly, always happy, chipper person who wants to be intimate and connected and sensual and attractive and beautiful. And then as we get in deeper with her over the years, we realize there's moods, there's bad days, there's extended periods where she's not happy. And our tendency is to want to fix it. When she has a cold, we want to give her the chicken noodle soup. But what if I told you there's a different way to approach this to get what you want? The 5 things essential for your wife to be happy is she needs to feel a sense of safety, variety, connection, contribution, and personal growth. Now, here's what's ironic. In order for her to feel those things, you can't put those feelings in her, but you need to have these 5 necessities strong in your life so that by your example of being that way, she can also be that way. So that's the twist. I put titles on these videos so you click on them and you might think you're getting something to change your wife, but I'm now going to give you what you need, and that's how to change yourself to facilitate her to be the kind of lady you want to be with. So let's start at the top with safety. Safety. Anytime there's danger or something lurking in the shadows, nobody can relax, nobody can be happy, nobody can be inspired, they're on edge. So you as the man need to know how to create safety. Are you a calm, responsive person? Are you a person who can relax and de-escalate a situation? Adding energy to an already energized situation would be the opposite of creating safety. Variety. It's not your wife's job to spice up the relationship. In fact, you are the leader in and out of the bedroom. If things are seeming stale or flat, then it's time to think outside the box and know what you need to start moving towards to shake things up a bit. Anytime we're in a place in life where it feels like we're not going anywhere and stagnation comes in, the spark loses. It doesn't matter if it's our job or it's our marriage or it's our hobby. So you have to be able to face some discomfort, step out on some edges, and bring in some new things to bring in some variety. Connection. You know, this is an easy one for us guys to trip up on. We have a version of connection that we do with other men, and we assume that that's what connecting is. And we try doing that with our wife. We try doing that with our mom and our aunt, but it's surface level. There is a vulnerability that we can bring into relationship when we're tuned into what we're experiencing and knowing what we're feeling and being able to be open and honest and authentic with that and not be putting it on others. You see, people don't put feelings in you. Your own brain puts feelings in you. So anything you're experiencing in a moment is not because of the other person. It's your interpretation of what they're saying. Contribution. There's something about committing to something beyond us, something bigger than us, and being a part of that that feels inspiring and brings in a sense of happiness. If you don't feel connected to that bigger thing, the bigger thing's not going to come to your door. You need to go get part of it. It's what we put out will come back to us. And so if there's things you want to be receiving, the first thing you need to look at is, am I putting those things out? This is easy to do with our partners. We can have the whole list of, I wish you'd behave like this, and I wish she would do that, and I wish she would say this, and I wish that she would, do this more often or whatever. But if we're not being that ourselves, it's not going to come in. It's through attraction that we gain what we want. And by contributing, by putting things out there authentically and from our purpose and mission that we're moving to in life, those things start to come back. Growth. Growth is similar to variety in the sense that it's bringing new things in. But here's what's interesting about growth. There's no just standing on the ladder. Either we're moving up the ladder or we're falling down the ladder. Compare it to like when you go to the gym. When you stop going to the gym, you don't maintain, you start losing. So growth is not something we get to just check off our list and say, oh yeah, I grew as a man and now I'm there. No, it's an ongoing thing. And we have to be intentional to put ourselves in situations and face things that cause us to grow. We have to keep going to the gym. So that's my challenge I want to leave you with. What are you being intentional about facing so that you can improve, so you can grow, so you can be challenged, and so that you can be rooted even deeper in who you are? In summary, bringing around an unhappy wife to being a happy wife does not involve doing things for her. It involves being things for her. These 5 necessities for happiness are things for you to own and for you to live. If you want to reach out to me directly, I will sit down on the phone with you and have a conversation about a process I take guys through that brings about the happy, amazing life that you want to be living. And perhaps you've been putting that on the lap of your wife. That is not the way this life is created that we want to live. You have the power to create what you want anytime you want it. If you want to learn more, let's talk. We'll see you next time, guys.